Hello everyone. Welcome to this channel and thank you for being here. My name's Christiana Davidson. I'm a psychotherapist, a hypnotherapist, and I work in this area of narcissistic abuse, particularly within the family system. And it's my great honour to do this work actually, because, you know, really at the end of the day it is about, I believe, about helping to save lives, as my own has been saved by others, by the help of others over the years. The topic today is rather controversial. It is narcissistic mothers and their daughters, the battle for control of your womb. Now, before I say anything, I just want to put in bold letters that this topic and the information that I'm sharing does not come from published research. It's not taken from another bodily or academic source. It is purely from my own thoughts and my own inspirations. So please, take from it what you will. If it doesn't resonate with you, well then that's also helpful in your healing journey. But if it does, then I encourage you to like and to share it. Maybe it will be helpful for others. And please leave a comment as well. That would be so great to get some feedback and to hear your experience on this topic. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive in here. Let's remind ourselves the basic nature of the narcissistic relationship. In essence, it is to get you to devote your entire life energy to giving them all your attention, for them to be the center of your world, and for you to be forever serving them, their false self. The aim is to get you to forever be their primary source of supply. They wish to take all your good for themselves, and so anything that threatens this bond of servitude that they develop in you, of the parasitic nature of this attachment that they foster in you, that must either be extinguished or at least controlled. So narcissistic mothers will try to maintain this toxic bond primarily by keeping the status quo between you and them. They as mother and you as dependent child. That's what they want to maintain forever. That is the aim. To maintain that dependent relationship between you and them, you as child, them as mother, because that's in their best interest. That's when you are primary supply for them, and the best supply. Now, if you think about it, what is the one thing that is a huge threat to a narcissistic mother's control of her daughter? Well, I suggest it's the daughter's womb. You see, the daughter's womb represents her potential independence from being just a daughter. It represents becoming an equal woman to her mother, and of potentially having a partner and children of her own, which will take her primary source of supply from the mother. So a daughter's womb, in her body, at the core of her as a woman, her womb is her ticket to freedom from being just supply to her mother. It's her ticket. So the narcissistic mother cannot allow the daughter to have this independence on 2 counts. She's got to target the womb, in other words, on 2 counts. A, she needs to keep her one-up over you by you not having children or being married, so you can't compete with her. That's the best way of it, really. Or B, she can't have you choosing a man and children over her because you are her belonging. You are there to serve her. So narcissistic mothers must try all they can to control your womb as it is the ticket to your independence. Now bear with me here. I will discuss a bit later how this plays out if you do get married rather, and you have children. She will still try to control it then too. So how does the narcissistic mother go about gaining control of your womb? There are so many ways, and I've heard so many different aspects of this over the years with clients. And I'm just going to go through a few of them here and listen, if any of these resonate with you, if you're the daughter of a narcissistic mother. And in some ways, if you're the son of a narcissistic mother, you may not have a womb, but you do have the potential to have children of your own. So it's not perhaps as dissimilar as you might imagine. So these are the ways that she tries to gain control of your womb. Number 1, by continually infantilizing you. So, insisting on treating you in a babyish way that brings your self-esteem down as an equal adult woman. 2, by setting you up to believe that men are terrible and that being a mother is hard, and that marriage leads to just unhappiness, being stuck, that sex is just about being used by a man. And she'll consciously give you these messages from a very young age. It'll be a drip feed, constant message about how awful it is to be married and have children. Number 3, by praising you for being all that she needs and more, for not being like your father. In other words, she's saying to you, oh gosh, you're more like someone I wish I'd married. You're a better man than your father. You're a better man than men. Very confusing messages. 4, by rejecting you as if you are just not an equal woman, that there is something wrong with you and you don't fit in as a woman. You are an embarrassment and not naturally able like other women. And so this creates an anxiety in yourself about yourself as a woman and the potential to hold back from being a mother or a wife even. 5, by not celebrating your womanly sexual development stages, nor giving you the skills or understanding you need about your body. She rejects that. That's of no interest to her to celebrate because it represents your independence. I'm not going to have that. Doesn't want to celebrate those milestones because every milestone means a potential step away from her. So she'll just almost not give much focus to those, and you'll think, oh gosh, it's you know, as a child you may take it on as there's something wrong with you, or mum's rejecting me in this, so it's a bad thing. 6, she will suggest you may not be attractive, that you're not lovable, not as attractive as she is, that you cannot compete with her as a woman. She might flaunt her womanliness or her sexiness over you and make you feel less than. 7, she will treat you more like a son. And this is not for everybody. These are some of the things that have come out in my client work. And she'll applaud you for your more masculine traits. Oh, you're so strong. Oh, you're so much better than Dad. Or you're so calm, and you're the perfect partner for me. 8, by trying to spoil your womb. So the first list here that I've read out now is all about controlling it. The second part now is about spoiling it. So by trying to spoil your womb, by not protecting you, and often by facilitating opportunities for your womb to be spoiled. So she might, know that you're, in a relation, or starting to be in a relationship with somebody that's not desirable, or she'll allow you to bring a boy back from school, and she'll give you space to be together without giving you any kind of protective guidance or advice or anything like that. It's almost like she almost is letting it happen by not doing anything. Number 9, and this is quite a controversial one, but hear me out, because I hear it all the time. Well, not all the time, but I do hear it, and I have heard it more than once. Very subtle tactic, this, by confusing you about your sexuality. Even actively doing things to confuse you, so crossing boundaries, like being a bit flirty, and this is a mother to the daughter, being a bit flirty with you, or making you feel a bit icky around her, even to the extent of touching sometimes. And when a parent does that, sexually abuses a child, it forever stamps their mark on the child's sexuality, because the child will then associate any sexual arousal later on in life with the parent, and that happens even with mother and daughter. You'd be surprised. Like I say, I've heard it more than once. Surprisingly. So, without making this an extra long video, the narcissistic mother either wants to block you from your feminine power, as symbolized, as housed in your womb, or they wish to spoil your relationship with your womb, for it to be a source of shame for you. And when these things work, when they're all the things they've been doing keeps the daughter single, i.e. the daughter internalizes the subconscious messages from her mother and accepts them as the truth, and subconsciously chooses to stay with her mother, or to be single, or not to have relationships, then what will happen is the reverse happens. Now she will use your singleness, or your sexual confusion, or your lack of children as her way of staying one up on you. You are forever infantilized, and she can continue to be queen, while you are left feeling you can never compete, you can never be free, you can never be the woman you want to be. Hi Kelly, thank you for your comment. I hear you, it seems we are aligned today. However, if these things don't work, the daughter goes off, gets married, has children of her own, then plan B kicks in. She can no longer control your womb, she can no longer control your womb, but she can control the fruits of your womb. So, plan B kicks in. She may flirt with your partner or talk to him as an equal, while keeping you feeling like a child and being spoken down to, like you're not in the same level as them. Or she will be the best grandmother ever, demonstrating how much better than you she is as a mother, constantly sort of questioning how you're parenting, sowing seeds of doubt in the children's minds, in the husband's mind. And the thing is, your children love her. So it's all keeping this one up over you, even if you do go on to have a fruitful womb. So she then takes control of the fruits of your womb instead, or she outright rejects you, not interested in the fruits of your womb, your children, and or your husband, and gives you the silent treatment as if you just don't exist. So you can never be equal to her. So, controversial topic today, guys. Please do let me know your thoughts, and if any of this resonated with you. It's a fascinating topic, and the work I do with clients, men and women, is to reconnect them to themselves as fruitful humans in whatever capacity that is for them. It's to debunk all the lies and the grooming that took place, the grooming of you to be supply, and that's where the core of my work is, and it's very powerful and it's very effective. So please do book in if you would like to take some really powerful steps to being free and alive, as you were always meant to be. Thanks everybody. Take care. Bye.